Tran, you've done it! You've managed to acquire all 5 of the Lesser Nether Orbs! There's but one thing left to do before we can use them to travel to Eternity's End. You must activate the orbs, so their power can be condensed into our teleportation shrine. To do so, you must seek up Aurum, god of vanity, and ask him for his aid. He's the only god in existence who is attuned to all 5 of the orb's elements, and for that reason, he's the only one who can help us with this task. While you're away, I will prepare a teleportation shrine so that I can accept the activated nether orbs. Good luck, Tran! Cards are extremely rare items that have a chance to drop from enemy creatures after battle. Each card is part of a card set, and when you collect enough cards in a card set, your creatures will receive a passive bonus in battle. There's a card for every single creature in Rhodia. You can view all the cards you've collected, as well as the bonuses you've unlocked for them, by selecting the cards option from the main menu. Awesome, I can finally access these cards. I don't really quite know what they are. I don't have any cards yet. Alright, let's move on. We're gonna go to the Temple of Lies now. God of Vanity. You reach out to touch the altar and blah blah blah. You know the drill by now.
Well. What is I sense upon your person? Could it be the 5 Lesser Nether Orbs?
Considering your creatures are holding the orbs in plain view, you find Aurum's guess to be significantly less impressive than he probably hoped.
I know not how you managed to claim these powerful relics, but there is no doubt that it was a strenuous endeavor for a mere mortal. I applaud your achievement. I suspect that you've come here to ask for my aid in activating these orbs. Is that not true?
Duh?
It would be my honor to help you with this task. Let us begin immediately. Deep within the Temple of Lies is a carbuncle named Vitja. Vitja is a powerful sorceress beast who turns spell gems into living creatures with her magic. These creatures are known as gemlings. It is with their hearts that we may activate the 5 nether orbs. Seek out Vitja and destroy her gemlings. I will take care of the rest.
Defeat Vitja and her gemlings at realm depth 30. There's enough gem dust to enchant every spell gem you find in your lifetime. What luck! As you start to gather the satchel of dust and transfer it into a bunch of turtles, because why the hell not? The creatures attack. Okay. So is this Myrtle here? Bloodstone Cruncher. If this creature's attack, this heals one of the targets. So will this use my rebirth? Or does it combine with rebirth? That doesn't look like it does anything. So as long as he's a blood mage, as long as the character's a blood mage, I probably don't need to cast rebirth. We'll go and we'll just leave it alone as is, because I still want to cast spells to get the spellcasting achievements. Oh, it looks very fancy, but not worth anything. Out, out, out! Get out of my hideout! It's where I keep all of my things. You can't have them! Take a look at the battle history. Yeah, that's more damage than I've got life, so yes. Okay. Just a little bit further and we'll reach realm level 30, and I believe every 15 levels I get a new set of monsters in all the previous realms. So once I do that, we'll start a new generation of creatures. This is the 2nd generation of monsters, my exploding version. So Horseshoe, today must be your lucky day. Just kidding. Magically summon a pair of angry-looking creatures, and the creatures attack. That's not a pair! So the macros I've got is, this is Inox Chaos Maker. If I meet an enemy I don't know, and there's enemies that are not Chaos class, I will cast Chaos Nexus within the first 2 turns on myself, on Inox. And what Chaos Nexus does is it'll make everybody match his class, whatever my target is, and I'm targeting him. So it'll turn everybody into Chaos. I also have this one, which is Morph Chaos. So if I need to, I will turn myself into Chaos, including him, if the enemy does not have sorcery and is life. So there's a couple ways I can use elements to my advantage, even though I'm doing all this explosion stuff. So here it says that if there's no sorcery enemies, and there is life enemies, then just go ahead and turn my whole team into Chaos. That's what it says. The reason is Chaos will be defeated by sorcery. I mean, not defeated, they're just weak to sorcery, so. So I'd rather just leave myself alone if there is a sorcery creature. That's what that macro indicates. See, I really like macros. So maybe I get carried away with them, or maybe that's just what everybody does with these macros. Did I already explore everything? Oh, no, okay. I got sidetracked just talking about all my characters. This realm is rife with valuable treasure. By the time I return to my kingdom, I'll be rich. Here, I'd like you to share my wealth. Enjoy! What you thought was a particularly ornate shield in the treasure hoard separates into several shards, soon assembling into a vaguely humanoid form. It picks up a weapon and gestures at you to challenge it. Challenge accepted. Alright, is everything? Oh, there's something. When your creatures gain a barrier, the strength of the barrier is increased by an amount equal to 25% of their maximum health. Not their health item. I can really leverage that with the Colas I have. Everything's so shiny. You figure they're all worth something. The north side then. Guess that's it. We're going to level 30, Temple of Lies. This must be Vitja. True to Aram's word, the gorgeous beast is surrounded by what appears to be animated spell gems, gemlings as he called them. It doesn't appear that Vitja is interested in letting you go anywhere near her gemling army. Your Inox Apocalypse attempts to communicate with Vitja to explain your need for her gemling's hearts. For obvious reason, the conversation doesn't go very well. With a snarl, Vitja lunges at your Inox Apocalypse and thrashes at it with her claws. You and your other creatures rush to your Inox Apocalypse's aid, while Vitja's gemlings assemble before her. Vitja is all who stands between you and Eternity's end. It is time to put an end to her life. Level 30. So you have 1,000 hit points. How much is my attack here? Over 1,000 attack. spell gems. Like I'm sure I'm not really worried about that. I just kind of want to look at what these stats are. I don't know if I ever meet something like this again. Maybe I should have looked a little more carefully. I can skip through this, but because this is a boss, I figure I'll let the animation play out. Sure. You may be reborn, and then you die. And then the other guy goes, you die, and everybody just cheers as I am victorious, and I kill the mother and her children. The corpses of the gemlings dissipate into a strange, lingering mist.
Well done. It is a pity that the majestic Vitja is no more, but such is the price of vainglory. As promised, I will use the remnants of these gemlings to activate your Lesser Nether Orbs.
No, I want the treasure.
It is done. I have awakened the dormant power of the orbs. Use them well.
At long last, you can use the Lesser Nether Orbs to travel to Eternity's End. You should return to Everett and prepare for what is likely to be your final battle. Achievement unlocked, the Keeper of the Gems. Excellent, now that the Lesser Nether Orbs are finally active, you can travel to Eternity's End. There's only one problem. I'm not sure how to use the orbs to upgrade our teleportation shrine. Any ideas? You shrug your shoulders. Frankly, you're a bit frustrated at the fact that Everett didn't think about this little issue the whole time you're working your butt off to procure the orbs. Oh, I have an idea. Why don't you take a nap and see if Caliban will appear in your dreams again? He will most certainly know what to do. You deserve some rest after all you've done anyway. That's actually a pretty good idea. Strange but effective. It's settled then. Pleasant dreams, Tran. I put a diaper on this time, dude. You walk to the corner of the room and curl up like a cat because, despite this being your castle, you don't have a bed. You close your eyes and within a few moments you drift off into a deep slumber.
Greetings, Tran. I sense that you managed to obtain the 5 Lesser Nether Orbs. Well done. Don't worry about your teleportation shrine. I'll handle the upgrade while you sleep. When you arrive at Eternity's End, seek out Vertrag, the god of time. I'm certain that he will be willing to help you find the King of Nex. Good luck, Tran. Your journey is almost at an end, and with it, you will restore peace to all of Rhodia.
That was one hell of a long nap, Tran. You slept through the whole night. I suppose you were exhausted from your long journey. But enough about that. Take a look at our teleportation shrine. It seems that Caliban was busy while you were asleep. I will calibrate the teleportation shrine to send you to Eternity's End. Make your final preparations and ensure that you bring along your strongest creatures. I fear that the King of Nex won't give up the ultimate Nether Orb without a fight. I know that you will succeed on this final part of your quest. Good luck, Tran. One of the bad things about taking the time to decorate your castle is, number one, you actually have a limit on how much you can decorate your castle, and each of these floor tiles counts as a separate item. So what I've done is, for example, this is one floor tile, it's about a 5x5, like that, and then this is the second floor tile. But the reason I do it like that is otherwise I end up having to make several different floor tiles to cover up the whole room. So basically I cover the whole thing in 4 5x5 floor tiles, which I'm assuming takes up as much space or memory as a 1x1. So I've added what looks like to try to make the walls outside the castle look 3D. I mean, I eventually ran out because I started adding grass out here, and it says you have too many objects. Start deleting some. So there is that. So I don't actually have anything in the rest of this castle, and if I wanted to put stuff in this castle, I won't have the room. The game will just not let me, unless I have everything the same floor, which is also a thing. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on. I want to start fusing my next generation of monsters, and they actually probably will not be better than that last monster batch I had. That last monster batch just kicked so much butt. So this time, we've got a group of speed-based creatures. I took the time to summon some monsters with agreeable personalities. Alright, I'm gonna go and combine my Light Hunter with the Forest Priest. The Light Hunter, he gets health So it says here, the Light Hunter, when he hits an enemy, he will heal himself for a 100% of his next 35% damage attack. This will, if combining with Zilla of the Forest, he'll probably stay alive the longest. Out of these, I guess this one probably looks the coolest. So essentially I've made a hunter squad is what I've done. And I want to see how it works. The last one was just a little bit too powerful, so this is just a direct attack squad. I haven't even figured out what gems are because I wanted to get the fusing on camera. Alright, next up we have the Moon Hunter. When he hits an enemy, he will hit another enemy for 35% of that damage, with a 40% chance to do full damage. So that's what these hunters do. They hit again for 35% damage, but they do it for every hunter that appears. So I went ahead and summoned all 3 different kinds of hunters. So I'm combining, let's see here, what kind of this? This was the damage hunter. So let me think here. Who has a good attack? 22. Actually, I was going to sort by level. So now that I've actually gone through up to realm 30 and I've filled out my bestiary, I find it's easiest to sort by race rather than by class or element. So they're sorted by level, so these are the low level characters. Attacker takes damage, speed. So the Frenzy Ghoul looks like he has the best attack, so we'll combine him with the Frenzy Ghoul. I mean, this is kind of cool. I like the orange outfit on this guy. I like the red on the Hellhound. We'll go with this. Next up, we have the Servant Hunter, which will start inflicting poison, which will be based off of attack damage. So we'll pick somebody with good attack as well. So either the Bard Balladeer or the Phase Blade. So it looks like the Phase Blade is my best attacker out of the 2, so that he has best average stat growth. Finally, we've got the Clamorous Cockatrice. Cockatrice? I don't know. His trait gives me 2 more for any effect that counts the number of creatures. So since I am counting the number of hunters, I'm getting an extra 2 hunters, basically. Just as far as the trait is concerned. So we'll combine that with the Song of Alacrity. So this entire build is based around speed. My previous setup was based around health, which was a skill that I didn't have much value in. And I still kind of don't. Speed is another one I don't really feel that great about. So basically, my order is attack, defense, speed, intelligence, and health. I have no idea how I'm going to make intelligence worth it. I just think I either don't understand spell gems or I haven't come up with a good. Maybe haven't forced myself to use them yet. So, anyways, I'm going speed this route. It may not be overpowered. It may not work very well, but we're going to give it a shot so I can learn more about speed. This one has the best coloration. Let's go ahead and move on out. Let's get moving to level 31, Eternity's End. Eternity's End isn't at all how you expected it to look. Oh well, you should find Vertrag's altar so that he can help you search for the King of Nex. Realm request received. Out of time. Find Vertrag's altar in this realm. You reach out to touch Vertrag's altar.
Don't you f***ing dare profane my altar with those greasy fingers, you stick-handed motherfucker!
Well, that's certainly a surprise. You didn't expect Vertrag to be so rude.
Take 5 steps backward, right now, you socially short-sighted simpleton. How did I not smell your steak while you explain to me just what the f*** you're doing in the Cutthroat Jungle?
Cutthroat Jungle? You asked Vertrag to clarify what that means.
What the is your problem, weirdo? You're speaking to Tran, god of gods. This is my realm, the Cutthroat Jungle, and if you don't explain what the f*** you're doing here right now, I'm going to let my army of imps have their way with you.
This isn't Eternity's End after all. Everett had one little job to do and he screwed it all up.
What's wrong, nerd? You're redder than a slapped ass. Are you mad? Aw, good. You. Actually, I have an idea. You want to get to Eternity's End? Do me a favor and I just might be willing to help you find your way there.
It seems you don't have much of a choice. Hopefully Torrent's favor doesn't involve self-mutilation or anything else that would bring harm to you.
Deep within my perfect jungle lies an imperfect piece of imp. I want him dead, and I prefer his death be slow and painful. His name's Imp Impington. Yes, I'm being serious. I can't make this up.
That sounds easy enough. How strong can one imp be? Your creature should be able to make quick work of him.
Well, what the f are you standing around for? Get to work, for brains. That's my luck. It's you again. What the f do you want? Right. There's only room here for one angry face here, and it's me.
Okay, I guess we're going to the next round.
1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the f up and find that f***ing imp, nerd.
He's funny.
Oh, say, you finally stopped talking for 5 seconds. This is the best moment of my f***ing life.
After this creature attacks a creature with less than 35% health, it is killed.
There he is! That's the imp you need to kill. Come up and make it hurt.
What? There's no way that translates into an actual sentence. You shrug your shoulders in confusion. In an effort to help you understand him, Imp Impington begins to articulate his speech more slowly. You shrug your shoulders again. It seems like he's starting to get pretty angry. Luckily, he is but a tiny imp. Your creatures will annihilate him. Immune boss. Okay, so I guess extinguish does not work on bosses. Okay, good to know. Holding a rude gesture, Imp Impington turns and runs away.
What the f? Don't just stand there, you invalid! Chase after him and kill him!
You shake your head. There's no need to kill an innocent imp. It's unlikely that he'll be showing his face in the Cutthroat Jungle again anyway.
Pathetic! You're absolutely f***ing pathetic, you know that, right? You're so f***ing stupid that you couldn't into your own hands if they're sewn to your As for our deal, normally I'd tell you to go f*** yourself and not help out. But the truth is, I'd want you out of my jungle so f***ing badly that I wouldn't compromise just this once. Consider yourself lucky, for brains. Bye now. Don't come back. Off.
Whew, that's a relief. You should return to Everett and verbally abuse him for his mistake. Achievement earned the He-Ho-Hey-Ho. Okay. You return. Tell me, Tran, did you find the King of Nex in Eternity's End? You explained that you did not, in fact, ever make it to Eternity's End because Everett failed to accomplish even the simplest of tasks in calibrating the teleportation shrine to the correct location. Ah. Well, I'm truly sorry about that, Tran. I don't know what happened. At least Toran managed to point you in the right direction, eh? Then you can go to Eternity's End. For real this time. In an attempt to show Everett that you do not, in fact, accept his apology, you turn on your heel and walk away. Unfortunately, you ran directly into your Inox Apocalypse, who was standing behind you, which really spoiled the dramatic flair you were hoping to achieve. I think they have the wrong flair on there. I think it should be FLAIR for that one. Onward to Eternity's End, really this time.